Right, Mick, Abbey Road allotments, June 19th. I've got 75% in my phone, so I'm going to try and get as much in as we can. Right, my allotment. First of all, we'll start at the top there. I've got my top orchard, which is netted. Then I've got raised beds. I'm all raised beds in and out anyway. Then my wooden structure, tunnel. That's a full allotment down to there, 200 square yards. Then I've got my 6 bins, compost bins, 2 for leaf mould, 4 for compost. Bottom orchard, and then my other wooden structure, which is scaffolding netting. So I'm going to have a purr in that one first. This keeps the pigeons out and the butterflies, except last year we had the flea beetle, which was a pain in the arse, and it devastated everything. But as you can see, so far these are nice and clean, except for the bottom leaves, but I'm going to get jobbed anyway. These are for the heavies. There's 1 green and 2 red cabbage there. Taters, which is that side, them are for eating. I've got 3 sprouts in, 1 cane per sprout, and as you can see there, I've tied them up because I want to grow them straight up against the cane. I'll pinch out when they get to the top there. But if you get them nice and straight, tied in, then you won't get no blown sprouts. 2 Calabrese, brung them out yesterday. I'm all raised beds. Only one disadvantage with raised beds, they dry out quicker. So I've got around that with top dressing with straw. Everything that goes out, once it's out, is strawed. This is a rabbit muck and crap from last year. So that's worked its way in. Worms, that's what I want to see. So that's last year's. Obviously that is fresh. A couple of lettuce gone out there. But this bed here, because I can reach the other side of that one, I can reach this bed from either side. That bed, because it's 4 foot wide, I call reach over. So the scaffolding netting is on Velcro and it just pulls away, so I can get in that side. That's how I'm going to get him out when it comes to the show time. Right, this bed here is for my gladioli. This is a small gladdies. The cock up I made last year, I put my big ones in, and those hitting the bloody roof. So this is just my small ones this year. Let's have a purr of my taters. Oh, we can get in here. I've got flowers on top. That's when I start looking at my spuds. Look at this, nice and moist, because it's had the straw in, and obviously the rain as well. Let's see if I can see any taters. Oh, here's some here. What I do, dig away the soil. If I get some spuds, if I'm big enough like him, enough for dinner, or I need 6 or 7 off, then I'll just take them off, instead of pulling the whole bloody plant out and wasting these little chaps. So by just pulling the ones out you want, then we earth it back up again, and the plant will carry on growing, and that'll last you all bloody year, because everything has got to survive, throw young, which is your taters. So if you nick them all, you'll throw some more. So obviously my gladies are going to come through there. These are just coming through. Once they do come through, these are weekly sowings, timing them from our show. When they do come through, then I'll straw it. I'll have a perv round them cabbages again, just to show you that it's a good brew underneath. Dry on top, and as I'm going down, worms, that's what I want to see. Look at that beautiful stuff. No compaction, sod all. You only compact it because you've trod on it. If you don't tread on it, you ain't got to dig. I ain't dug for 28 a year, that's why worms were invented. Work with them. Work with nature. Nature will win every time. Blueberries buried in pots, meaning they don't dry out so quick. Cherries, apples. This apple's clean as a whistle this year. This one has been bloody jobbed, so I'm going to start spraying next year. Moth trap up. Outside grape, he does well. My tunnel, have a perv in here. Exhibition onions, these beds are strawed as well. 2 grapevines. I did pinch out about halfway, but they've got to the end this year, both of them, so I've stopped them. Spacing wise, these will get pinched out every other one in about 2 weeks time. Then you get better fruit and juicier. Well, you got to think, well, less work later on when I'm old. I want to still be in here when I'm 110. Gravity fed water tank. That's filled up with tap water, lid's kept off. Left it open for a week because these have been weighted the day before. That gets rid of all the rubbish out of the tap water. Gravity fed. There's a pipe going all the way down, and then there's 4 little, might as well show you where they are here. There's 4 pipes coming off. There's one on them, and this is buried in. There's the end of it. Just see the blue. Can you see that down there? Right at the end of my finger. That's where the water comes out. So the water comes out below the onion, so none of the bases of the onion get wet, because you have a tendency to rot onions off. My other growing chamber, which is the first one I did. This is plastic on top, polystyrene, same as the tunnel cover usually, and then there's a Enviromesh underneath. There's my prayer flags from the pole, praying for the bloody sun. Take my little door off. Auto pots, give me them last year. Brilliant. Exactly the same again, gravity fed. The feed goes in there as well, and you just leave that on permanent, and the plant takes the water when it needs it. If it dries up in there, it takes some more out. That's like a bog system. So when it dries up, well, it's permanently open, and all you gotta do, keep it on the level of water in there, and it just feeds them automatically. I took one of my big boys off yesterday, one of my big chilies, but these are for exhibition and for eating and all. And this year I'm into the heavy leek again. It's doing nice. Swede, beetroot, parsnip and a carrot. All these are kept moist on top as well, the straw, because it works. Right, top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more raised beds up here. Let's go over here and see him better. So he's covered obviously with netting. Stop the birds nicking me bloody strawberries. That bed was manured end of last year. As you can see, good brew. Look at that, beautiful. Let's purge this one first. Strawberries, the straw underneath them as well, meaning it keeps the strawberries nice and clear, clean. Look at him, I'm gonna bloody hate him in a minute. I did some wine out of these a couple of days ago. Boston. All these top beds, these 4 here, are for me Gladys. Weekly intervals timing them for our show. So there's the first lot that went in. Second lot, exactly the same again. As soon as they come through, I'll straw them. So weekly intervals. These have just started coming through, but not through enough yet. So this is the first lot of straw went on. Dry on top, the straw, wet underneath. That's what I want. Keep the moisture in and the warmth in. We're still getting cold nights, although it's mid-June, or nearly end of the June. So I'll keep the warmth in. Another bloody frost near Hereford, a couple of nights ago. Another blueberry. Raspberries, they was took out in the last season. And I've halved my bed. That bed used to go all the way along, but I was getting too many hordes on them. That's for wine exhibition and for jams and everything, and for eating. Now I've just got them there, but them have come on well. One of my fruit trees up there, I had a job, and I put a pear in. Mate bought me a pear, Service is rendered. So I bunged him in there. Look at that cheeky bugger there, weed. But these have been jobbed as well with something. Apple, he's doing alright. But as far as growing organically, no, don't work. I've tried it too here. Especially with the allium leaf miner, flea beetle. So I'm back to spraying. And from next year, back to spraying my fruit trees as well. As you can see there. All espalier. Tell your fruit trees where you want them to go. Right, before I run out of juice, let's just have a look at these. Nice solid. Meaning I can get up on top of it. Father's Day yesterday. Ben bought me some new flags, look. Renewed them. Right, I don't know if you can see the fields over the back, but they've all got poppies in. It's going to be a spectacular. There's 1, 2, 3 fields on them. That's going to look Boston. God knows why he's bunged them in. I don't know how to zoom in on this. Oh, you smooth bugger. First time I've done that on video. Don't know how to do it. Can't get the wire. Right, that's it guys and gals. There's only me on here. And it's raining. Windless day. Right, that's it. See you troops. Take care.